Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Connect with the microphone. Can y'all hear me? All righty. Good morning. Grand rising, people. I'm sorry if I seem a little out of sorts. It's just been one of those days. Before I can get into it, I would like to take a moment of silence for the Hall family. I found out that one of our young family members, may he rest in peace, was killed this Saturday in D.C. The boy wasn't a bad kid, 23 years old, not a bad person, not a bad kid. In fact, he was on his way to work, had his work badge on and everything, and so died to gun violence. And I'm sorry, and my condolences, and my heart goes out to my brothers and my sisters, and to the rest of the Hall family. R.I.P. Mikey. Today is Wellness Wednesday on the Morning Mac Show. All righty. This book right here, Shades of Blue, would take your mind on a journey. Sometimes our mind needs a shut off switch. It's a CPU. Sometimes it needs that. But we don't give our mind the proper rest or the proper break from the hustle and bustle of this world. But this is an awesome book. Holiday time is coming around the corner. This is an awesome book to go on a different fantasy or read from the mind of a 5-year-old child. you know, what was going on back then in the 70s. That's not even too long ago. But, you know, this 5-year-old is going to tell it. Look, Blue tell it all. Blue tell too damn much. But y'all go and get this book. And while you reading this book, you need to get a nice cup of sea moss to boost your immune health. Today is Wellness Wednesday. We're going to talk about all the good stuff that we got going on, things that we can change, that we have control over, that we can actually do something about. You know, and that's you first. You can change over your health a little bit to make you a little bit healthier. Means less money in big pharma's pocket. Y'all know what that means. You know, so and you live a little bit longer in this cycle, what I would call the cycle of death, how everything go around in a full circle. And if you're not careful, watch what you're doing and how you're doing it, sometimes you could succumb to those ills and wills of this old nasty old world. Molly Moss, Sea Moss boss. See Molly Mall, he get it on for you. And I would like to give a special thank you this morning to Mr. Keani Thomas. Let me tell you why. Not only is he my brother spiritually and mentally, we bounce ideas off each other, good talks. He is, since he been doing the show, if Keani come on this show, he respect the time. He be like almost all the time. The first one, him and JoJo Baby be the first one in. Keani, I was like 10:30, Keani. He be like, oh, it's 10:30. He had to get the time down because he thought it was at a different time. But I'm like, no, Keani. And this young man shows up and shows out for me. And this is a volunteer thing, y'all. He's taking his time to come out and talk to y'all and spread knowledge and wealth and love. And we love that. Don't we y'all here at the Morning Mac Show? So give a nice round of applause for my friend, my brother, your friend and brother, Mr. Keani Thomas.
I really appreciate that. That really means a lot. Thank you, Reese.
Oh, well, you know how we roll. Everybody in my circle are. Good morning, Kiki. I try to surround myself with good, positive people, with good, positive vibes and vibration. Some people, well, most of the people I can learn from. You know, and y'all know me. I love learning. I love teaching me, show me something. I'm always that willing teacher. And that's why I take the chance and the time to listen to what everybody, you know, has to say and give everybody a platform to say it and do what you're going to do. Let me tell y'all something about Kiki Kitchen. If you ever doing an event, okay, a wedding, baby shower, bridal shower, bachelor party, bachelorette party, just a regular old kickback, holler at my girl Kiki. She has the way of putting a little touch of elegance on any type of event or party that she's doing. She's very creative, she's innovative, and she thinks outside the box of the norm. So, and she does some very nice work, very beautiful. I've had the honor and the pleasure of seeing some of Kiki's stuff about 4 or 5 times now. And she got that on lock. She does an intimate party setting. She does the wedding settings. She does the show settings. That girl, she all right, y'all. Y'all gotta check her out. Kiki's Kitchens. Find that on Facebook. Yes. And that's a shameless plug, you know, but I'm just saying it because she got a good product. I ain't gonna tell y'all no crappy stuff, you know. And if you ever need any Gambino graphics, any graphics and art, check out Alan Williams. Wilson. Did I say it right? Williams. I gotta go back to make sure it's like I said, I'm here, part of me is here and not here. You know how you hear something and you just like, dang. But I'm gonna keep on rolling, keep on pushing it through. Today is Wellness Wednesday, y'all, and I got some videos that I want to share with the people coming in. Before I do you mind if I look at my phone? Facebook is acting funny, and I don't want to forget anybody. I'm going live here. See? Wait a minute. Okay. Good morning, Molly. Good morning, Kiki. Good morning. I know the other people coming in. Good morning, Slicky, and the rest of the world. Good morning, y'all. Good morning for
Good
everybody.
morning, Barney. Good morning, Frankie. Good morning, every kiddo. Good morning.
Kid of Yay, good morning to everybody that I can see and I can't see. You know, like I said, we talking about Wellness Wednesday. And a part of being well is the overall health overall, not just in our physical, but our mental have to be straight and our financial. We're going to get into a little bit of that because I'm going to share a story with y'all what happened to me. And I felt kind of raped. I felt like unjustified. I was appalled. And I'm going to tell you about that later on into the show. But let's get into our first video I want to share with y'all. And me and Kiana going to talk about what you see, and y'all going to talk about what you see. Let me send out the rest of my invites to the people so they come on in here on the show. Watch this video, y'all.
Did you know clove oil is one of the best herbs for healthy gums and mouth infections? Did you know warm lime water on an empty stomach dissolves mucoid plaque in the intestinal wall? 1 teaspoon of ginger lowers inflammation and removes fat from the liver. Did you know kale has more calcium than milk, more iron than beef, and 10 times more vitamin C than spinach? Papaya seeds kill intestinal parasites and reduces bloating. 1 apple gives you more energy than coffee. Eating cucumbers every day gets rid of eye bags. Like, follow, and share so others can heal.
Wellness Wednesday, y'all. Play that again, Molly. Rewind that in case they didn't get those little hints. Some stuff worth repeating. Let's break it down. Because I didn't know lime helped your gut like that.
Clove oil is one of the best herbs for healthy gums and mouth infections. Did you know warm lime water on an empty stomach dissolves mucoid plaque in the intestinal wall?
Wow, clove oil. I hate cloves, but it's good for gum. And see, I'm gonna have to check that oil. I know coconut oil is good for the oil pulling, but I did not know about clove oil for mouth health. That beats going to the dentist. Clove oil is a lot cheaper than the dentist.
One teaspoon of ginger lowers inflammation. And
1 teaspoonful of ginger. Teaspoon, y'all. We could put that in our tea. Lower inflammation in the body. And inflammation is when we swell up, when your hands swell, your knees swell, your legs swell. Any type of inflammation, any type of swelling, you got a teaspoon of ginger, honey. Go ahead.
Removes fat from the liver. Did you know kale has more calcium than milk, more iron than beef, and 10 times more vitamin C than spinach?
Kale. Now, we always think that we got to get our vitamin D from what? That cow pus, the cow milk. So this makes the little transformation a little bit easier now that you know you could get a nice, healthy dose of kale to get you your vitamin D. And there's more iron than spinach and liver. See, you don't have to eat animal organs. That liver, they used to say, oh, that's where you go get your iron. I always ate a liver, even as an adult, as a child. But you could get it from kale. Kale, y'all. These are these superfoods right here. That's why they call kale one of the superfoods. It's like every Black person I know, a person of color, has a vitamin D deficiency. Their vitamin D is running low. We need vitamin D, strong bones, muscles, bone marrow, and all that good stuff. So kale, they even have it out, y'all. Y'all can get kale chips. What you do, you clean and wash the kale, because I did this, and you clean it out, and you cut them, or you can leave them whole, and you just lightly salt them, and you can put them in the air fryer to dehydrate it. They got it on my air fryer. It has the dehydration mode that take all the moisture out and making it into a chip. Kale chips, y'all. Next.
Papaya seeds kill intestinal parasites and reduces bloating.
I don't know anything about a papaya seeds, but if it reduces intestinal parasites and bloating, I never ate a papaya before. I don't think I ever
Yeah, I
had
have.
papaya.
I have. It works, and it's good for like if you have like food poisoning. My mom told me papaya pills.
Papaya. Mm, I have never heard of that. Okay. All right. Something new, Kiani. All right. I know JoJo probably eat papaya whole right out of the right. You know how JoJo eat.
Go ain't playing around with his health.
Mm-mm. No, that's
One
like.
apple gives you more energy than coffee.
Did he say
Wow.
one apple?
Hmm.
Is that what he said? One apple give you more energy than coffee?
It's
What?
true. I try to do it before I make
Whoa.
love. I eat an apple before I make love. That's what I do.
Why don't you stop playing?
Hey, look, hey, you know that apple magic. You know that apple.
See?
All the live food is magic.
Hmm.
Good morning, JoJo baby.
Good
Look,
morning. Good morning.
Kiani, all we had to do was talk about him and he pop up. We was talking about you. We was questioning about Kiani
I
was
heard.
telling me the papaya.
Mm-hmm. What
And
about the papaya? What about
I
the
never
papaya?
that is good for your health. He said it's
Oh yeah.
good. Kiani said it's good for the stomach and parasites. And Kiani
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
that if you got like a what you say, Kiani, upset
It's,
stomach.
yeah, it's good. If you have like food poison or anything like that up the stomach, it's my mom told papaya. It's the best thing. She said
Yo.
papaya. Huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I was going to say
Yeah,
something. But finish up. Pardon
she
me.
said papaya pills or the real papaya, whatever you get first. She said take it.
I was going to say all these things are supposed to be a part of your every day, if not daily, at least weekly. You mix it up. You use your watermelons, papayas, string beans, fresh string beans, and your bananas and your grapefruit, and you take some of those a day. Your mango, and you eat that raw stuff every day. It's a part. That way you don't have to use it. It's not trying to use it as a remedy. You're trying to use it as a healthy way of life. So we're supposed to be eating live food, and once we cook, boil, steam, any types of food, we take away a lot of its nutritional values. So all the minerals and proteins or whatever you want to call the things that you can get from it's better when they're alive in the raw.
Okay. See,
There's
I'm
a couple
learning
good
something
books for
today.
that too. There's some good books out there for that. I'm reading one, and it kind of fit my life, what I was already doing. And when you read it and you say, "Wow, I was doing that," correctly as far as the way that the human species is supposed to eat. It's called
They have a book called Back to Eden.
Fit for Life. Fit for
Oh,
Life.
Fit for Life. Okay.
Fit for Life. Pardon me. My brain I was talking about it, but it went dead for a minute about the name. Fit for Life. I'll give you the author's name in a minute. It'll come to me. But yeah, that's a good one. There's plenty of references. There's a lot of that comes from natural hygiene courses and stuff. See, people don't even know about those courses in college and stuff. How to eat and the foods that are good for you.
They
It's
used to
actually a
give you
course.
that in elementary and junior high. It used to be called health. HEALTH health. It used to,
Yep,
but
you
they
had to
don't
take
even,
health. You had half a semester of health and half a semester of gym.
so things are changed. They don't even equip our children. And then have you guys noticed the food pyramid has changed? Like when we was coming up, what was at the bottom and then what was at the top? All of that is all different and stuff now. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. All I'm saying, study to show yourself approved. do your own research about what works and what's worked for you guys. You know,
read that book. It's a good read. That's a good read. That tell you. I mean, it tells you a lot about a lot of common sense stuff in it. A lot of common sense stuff.
Okay. And the rest of the video, Molly, go ahead and finish the rest.
Eating cucumbers every day gets rid of eye bags. Like
cucumbers every day get rid of eye bags.
Got one right here.
You know how they tell the people that the people doing it wrong then because they cut it and putting the cucumbers on the eyes. They need to be eating the cucumbers. It is a part. It's like us. All these live foods.
Both you eat it. Yeah, both you eat it and put it on your eyes. Because I did it. I stopped doing it. I got to do it again. I was looking like Shamar Moore, so I get back to do it again.
Your shit got tight, son.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, your face got tight. I'm gonna dip my whole face in some cucumber juice. Then shit, I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna start eating cucumbers. My granddaddy used to eat vinegar, onions, and cucumbers. We used to love that. We grew up just eating that raw like that.
Pickle. And pickle your food. Pickle a lot of food that's good for you. Pickle. You can pickle cabbage. You can pickle cucumbers. You can pickle all kinds of stuff, man. Mushroom. You can pickle all kinds of stuff.
Joe, what you eating now?
That's a cucumber. I got one in my rotation right now. It's already sliced and diced up. I got that. I keep my shit. I got my avocado sliced up.
Avocado's good.
You know, all these high alkaline foods, you know. That's what we're supposed to be eating. We don't clean our systems out with these foods we're supposed to be eating, and that's why we get the toxic buildup. It's called toxemia. And it's part, you know, that's all the toxins built up in your body. But this stuff here, these raw foods, keep that from build up. You know, that's just, that book hits on everything you're talking about right now. For real, I could just read that book to you and you'd be answering your shit.
Okay. All right, let's go finish out the rest of the video. We got Lee on, JoJo Baby, and Kiani. Good morning, Lee. How you doing, sweetie?
Produced by the man, Molly.
So what happened?
Everybody know Molly here. It wouldn't be in the show we didn't have Molly. So $1 Million.
What up, Molly Mom? Molly Mom.
That's Big Daddy.
Okay.
So go ahead with the rest of the video.
Put these foods in the refrigerator. Otherwise, you won't even know how you died. Number 3, ginger. Ginger has a lot of water and cannot tolerate low temperatures. Once refrigerated, water seeping inside will soften quickly. Then a large number of bacteria multiply, even if you cut off the moldy spots on the outer skin. There was also mold inside. In fact, it contains a surprising amount of mold. Once consumed, liver and kidney failure can quickly result. Number 2, onions. Onions are crops that are intolerant to low temperatures. Once placed in the refrigerator, starch is instantly converted to sugar at low temperatures, and mold can easily grow in the refrigerator. So the correct way to store onions is to store them tightly in a cool place. Number 1, garlic. Garlic sprouts quickly in cold conditions. Eggs will also go bad quickly after absorbing the smell of garlic. Sprouted garlic is prone to mold growth, eventually leading to cancer. The best way to preserve garlic is to seal it. Just isolate the oxygen flow. Never put...
Okay.
3 things. Did y'all know those 3 foods?
Okay.
They didn't say you couldn't freeze the ginger because I freeze my ginger and I cut off of it and use it when I need it. When boiling and putting it in my teas. The fresh ginger, or I scrape it. They're frozen, but they said just leaving it in the refrigerator. It's to get the moisture in, and it will go bad quick. That's how come I learned to put it in the freezer.
Yeah, I like to, when I use my onion, I like to go ahead and whatever's left, I'll go ahead and saute that joint real quick. You know what I mean? Throw it on the skillet. And that way I ain't got no old onion sitting in there because it's never the same after that, you know. But I do this. Now, if you take an onion and you take a little cut, just a little cut down it, and then take another cut and make like a V, and then dig that part out, and then pull the onion apart without busting the whole onion open, so then you'll get layers. So take about 3 layers off, and then you'll still have a unopened onion at the end of your task. You understand what I'm saying?
What would I do with the unopened? Because I'm gonna cook that joker. I'm gonna peel it and
saying,
dice
like,
it up.
if you were only going to use onion to make a couple sandwiches or something.
Oh no, I never did that. If I use a couple of sandwiches, I'm gonna use a little onion, and I use it all. I don't like. The only time that I would cut onion up and is when I'm making the onion and mustard mixed together as like a relish, and then that's when it go back in the refrigerator. Other than that, I use my onion. I use it.
That's what I was saying. But what I was saying was when you cut it in a certain manner, so you cutting it like you're gonna take the onion and just cut a little bit of the onion just into the onion like this, and then make a V, and then you break the onion, and then the part that you didn't cut is still going to be an onion on the inside, so you can still have it sitting out, and then use the part that you broke off from the outside, because the onion is layers. So you get it to a layer, to the undamaged layer, and then your onion's still good, ready and fresh for the next time you go. You only got to put it in the refrigerator. You can keep it out.
Okay, we got some more people tuning in. Felicia here, Kenneth here. Kiki said, "Hey, Slicky Woo Boo, Slicky here." She said, "Good morning." Well, back in the day, this is Felicia. Good morning. Well, back in the day, we could eat fresh fruits and vegetables straight out of the garden, but now you can't trust the first. Wait a minute. You can't trust the fruit and the vegetables out of your local store. You have to go back. She said, it says see more. I got to go back and see more. I got to hit it. So you got to go back to growing your own food and many poisonous in foods today. Many poisonous food today. That's because of the pesticides that the local farmers use and the government and big pharma. A lot of those pesticides that we spray on the food to kill the bugs also contaminate the food. Excuse me. Kill the bugs also contaminate the food, and all these pesticides on it. But you're right, because when you're going in your own garden, people don't have to use as much pesticides on a large level like they do when they're farming it. And you can kind of tilt your garden.
There's also natural remedies that the farmers and the big farmers won't use that you can use in your little gardens, you know, to keep the bugs off, like citronella and mint and stuff like that. That'll keep some of the bugs out,
Yeah. So, and then Kenneth says, onions and spaghetti is good. You know what? Onions and a lot of stuff is good. Just that little onion, that little garlic. What it do? All right, let's finish. And then did we go over the 3? We went over the onions, the garlic, and what else did they say? Don't put in the refrigerator. Ginger. No, because the adverse side effects of putting it in the refrigerator, that mold build up.
Yeah.
So onions and potatoes sound right about now. You will make me go some daggone onions. Kenneth, go ahead. The next video, Molly.
So you guys told me not to eat Doritos anymore because they're flammable. So we're gonna test this out for ourselves and see if I can build a little campfire with them. Well, look at that. It's time to build a campfire. All right, so if you're ever caught in the wilderness and you need to start a fire, this might be the wave. Wow. That's crazy. You could actually survive off Doritos, bruh.
Now,
So
I
it was
know.
true. On here, I think it might just be the oils the chips were cooked in that the heat is lighting on fire. But let me know your thoughts down below. And will you be eating Doritos after this? So
I want to test that. We will have to test that theory. Which of y'all think that you can start a fire with Doritos?
Oh yeah.
Kiani, what you think? Because JoJo Lee, I know we all
He said
ate
that years
Dorito
ago.
a time or two. And he didn't even have the flaming hoppers. I was gonna say because maybe the peppers, but them was the regular Doritos. What y'all think?
Yeah. It caught
I
on
mean,
fire.
But about eating foods that catch on fire, what does that mean that we putting in our body?
I mean, you know what the fuck you putting in your body? You
That
know
mean
it's
it's-
garbage when you eating it. When the first time you eating it, you know it's garbage. Everybody just likes
It,
the
me-
taste.
it
You gotta
means
be-
that they still putting at least 5%. That means that they're still putting 5% plastic in our foods, like they've been doing. They were doing 1, and they're seeing the tolerance of our bodies. So they add a little bit more, and then they add a little bit more. Pretty soon we're gonna be eating play food.
We eating it now. That's what that carbon copy, that computer generated food is. I that come from that manufacturer. I can't see no.
I'm bare minimum on that. I'm bare minimum on that. I don't need
No, we've been doing this. We've been doing this. Been coming since the early 80s. I mean, it's kind of hard for them to not do this because they're testing. I mean, maybe a lot of people don't pay attention to certain news areas, but if they're testing, they used to. I can't say if they're still doing it. They used to test nuclear underground. So yes, I mean, you're not going to be able to use certain areas of land to grow because it's contaminated. Then you had the chemtrails that's landing on your food. And then they started making hothouse food, which is now organic. They call it organic. So no, we're going to be eating play food.
What do you mean hothouse food? When you say hothouse?
Hothouse, that's indoors. It's grown indoors. Hothouse. And that's what they used to call it, hothouse. Nowadays y'all call it
as a smokehouse?
Organic. Huh?
Okay.
No, it's like it's like you would have a little hut in the back of in your backyard, a she shed, and that's where you grow your stuff. A hothouse. About the same way they grow weed now.
Okay.
In a room full of nothing but plants.
A hoop house.
Okay. Okay, the ones what do you call the ones with the glass?
That gives people that used to be a way to give you a long extended period of growth to grow, you know, in some of the colder areas, so you can still get that sun and keep shit warm at the same time. Control the temperature and still get some of that cold. When that frost comes, you can keep that frost off the plant sometime.
That's like the glass house, the same thing, right?
Yeah, same type. Yeah, same kind of type shit. Yeah, same theory anyway.
Okay. All righty. Well, learning a little bit of stuff about. I didn't know it was 5% plastics that we were eating, but that makes me a little.
Well, we put anything in our mouth. Shit. Hey, look at the commercials. Look at the store. They used to. Man, there's McDonald's. You have 3 or 4 McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, on the same strip. They got one Starbucks on this side of the exit if you're coming from the west, and they got another Starbucks on this side of the exit if you're coming from the east. You know, they putting that shit in us. They got that because they know if they show it to us, we're gonna eat it.
Now I've seen a video where this man took a flip-flop. This Asian man cut the flip-flop up and sauteed it with vegetables and ate it. And he ate the meal. And I'm saying to myself, wow, yoga mats, styrofoam. And they all telling us, oh, we can't have styrofoam cups. They feeding us styrofoam. Oh, we can't eat this biodegradable. And that's how they get rid of the styrofoam and stuff. Instead of them, it'll break down and digest in your stomach, huh? Your stomach acid breaks down that.
You gotta move to Europe. They carry a little bit. Canada, they do a little bit different. It's just cold. It's just cold up there. I ain't trying to be somewhere where I ain't looking to be in the cold. Canada cool, but it's cold, you know. At least their numbers. Europe. I mean, I don't want to get the place correctly because this isn't my story. One of my friends went to Europe, and their McDonald's, you can barely find a restaurant that doesn't have vegan, because their McDonald's, their fast food has vegan food. They're doing for their people and doing for the environment. They know that the cattle industry is killing the environment.
Yeah,
it's killing the ozone layer. You know, so they're trying to do something different. You know, so it's different over there.
I went to Amsterdam, and it was. I went to Amsterdam. I went to Europe, and it was. The McDonald's, you had to pay for each barbecue or ketchup. It was 50 cents. And it was a lot of, like, when they eat, it takes an hour or two. Me and my brother, we was left for 30 minutes. Everybody was looking at us. And then we finally learned when you eat, it takes 2 hours. Take your time.
Break bread, baby. You breaking bread, that used to be sacred when you sat down and ate together.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Damn. So it's like Slicky said, we've been messed up since we ate that dirty ass hog, the pig. Felicia says she is talking about the greenhouse. Greenhouse, yeah. That definitely, the greenhouse.
Yeah.
On greenhouse, yeah. You right, Felicia. Kenneth said he saw plastic lettuce. Plastic lettuce. Wow.
Where you get that at?
That's what they said. He said he saw plastic lettuce. And he said, go to
YouTube. I want to know where he got it at so I can stay the hell away.
Plastic lettuce. And Kenneth Clark, yeah. I shared the video years ago. DJ Slicky Woo Boo must have forgot.
Oh my goodness.
JoJo said we want to see plastic lettuce again.
Who said that?
You said plastic lettuce. You want to know where they got
where you get that at so I can stay away from there. That's what I said.
He said go on YouTube. They showed it. And I said JoJo want to see it again. I want to see it. Because I didn't see plastic lettuce. How they gonna grow plastic out the ground?
It's called
hey,
I'm a fan of it.
Do you realize?
Just be warned, once y'all see this, y'all might never eat lettuce again. So you don't want to see it. Just close your eyes.
We need to know we're eating plastic lettuce.
I wonder what kind of lettuce. I don't eat a lot of lettuce. I eat a lot. I do eat a lot of fresh shit.
I like cabbage. Is cabbage plastic too?
I don't know if I'm saying they all family.
Hey, is it?
テレビか何かで見たことある方いらっしゃいますか？はい、いらっしゃいますか？じゃあ実際にちょっと見てみてください。まず白を使って芯の部分を使っていきます。こんな感じでですね。はい。でこれ大変熱いので手につかないように、はい、やっていただくときも注意を呼びかけながらやってます。次緑いきますね。緑は結構多めまで。
Oh shit. God damn.
ちょっと白にかぶさるような感じで、ちょっと形見えてきましたかね。
That's
こ
straight
こ
up
はこんな
art.
感じなんで、はい。で、ここからですよ。
Oh
固め
shit.
て、ここつばを作ります。よく見ててくださいね。いきますよ。ゆっくりこう下げて、引っ張っていきます。こんな感じで。こんな感じで。今日お待たせしてしまったので大きくしてみました。こんな感じで、はい、サービスで広げてみま
I
す。
like they laughing. They got the money.
大きいので切っちゃいますね。
Yeah, they get money, son.
今元が
That's
で
that
きま
money
した
laugh
の
right
で、
there.
What is that that
Yeah,
she putting it
して
in?
いきたいと思います。
Look at that big ass piece of lettuce, yo.
まず白い部分ですね。
It like some underwear.
とか真ん中に芯があ
That
る
shit
と思
look
い
like
ますの
some
で、白い
banana
部分
leaf lettuce. It's big ass shit. That's some big ass lettuce. That, yeah, I look that bitch ready to make a she ready to make a ball lettuce. Oh.
まだですよ。まだですよ。ここからですよ。まだあり
The
ます
money's
よ。
here.
2枚目切った方も巻いていきます。
Hey, look.
で、こうすることによってたくさん層ができますからね。で、こんな感じで全部巻けました。これで形整えていきますよ。
She put it in the water, the solution in the water. And then how they use it.
Hey, that's that iceberg
Well, I want to
lettuce
see
right
them.
there.
I want to see them use it in the
That's that
salad. How do they
iceberg
chop
lettuce.
it up?
You see how she tore it with her hand? How easy that shit was. That shit. Hey, look, that's like that. I said iceberg. I don't like iceberg lettuce anyway. I don't eat iceberg lettuce. And I mean,
That's
saying they
it.
can't
That's,
do
is
normal.
that
I
the
ain't saying they
bag
can't
lettuce
do
that we
normal
be
ones.
getting?
But damn, that's crazy.
That is wild.
That's art.
そうなので、熱に弱いです。そういうふうに言ってくだ
That's
さい。
art.
That is so wild. Yeah, I don't want no. And then
Look,
I'm
she
just thinking
gonna cut
about
it
when
up.
we
She
go to
cut it
Subway.
up. Money.
And she
Ooh.
opened that up, and it looked like lettuce.
Hey, Kiana, you right, yo. That was that money lab. Them niggas was like,
They
I know
said
that money
money.
lad. Yo.
ooh. Yeah,
That means
motherfucker,
all
get
the bills will be
money.
paid this week.
Over there in
That
China.
means iPhone 17 for them.
Ain't no question, brother. That's that. They ahead of the game, son.
Man, they're ahead of the game.
Yeah, they population. That you know, and they're
God
doing that with
damn.
rice because I've been the last time I got some
That's
rice
crazy.
out of a carryout was a long time ago, but it wasn't rice. It didn't taste like rice. So they must be
Really?
doing the same thing with rice. I was like, this don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is nasty.
It got the same. It's the same thing with rice too. Rice, grits, oatmeal, and I thought grits was no more than corn. It's more than that. I can't. The grits that's in my cabinet right now. I'm like, I don't even want them. They don't
You
taste
gotta make
right.
your shit homemade these days, yo. You gotta make that shit from scratch. I was prepping food this morning. Y'all gotta get y'all lazy asses up. Make some motherfucking food. Prep your food. Get your shit right. Because if you
Yeah,
don't, you eat that
you
shit.
can't
That
make
shit right
you can't
there.
make your own unless you got a cornfield. You're not gonna make your own grits.
Well, you can get corn though. I mean, you can see that a motherfucker ain't making it in a pot if it's growing
Do you
down the
have a
street.
do you have a grinder that I can grind this corn up that
Hey,
thin to
Slim,
make grits?
you don't want to grind nothing but your girlfriend probably any motherfucking way. That's the point I'm making. That's the point I'm
I knew
making.
you wasn't.
Lazy
I knew you wasn't
motherfuckers
gonna
don't
have
want to do nothing. All the
I
nigga
knew you
want to
was
do is pull up to the table and eat. They don't want to help, cook, prep, get ready, grow, nothing. Fucking eat.
Yeah, I cook all the damn time. I think anybody in there that want to eat, cook. But yes, I mean that's just like chicken. That's soy. Y'all know that, right?
Wow. Okay, let's see what the comments say about Molly. Thank you for that video. I love you for that because I ain't fucking with lettuce no more. No wonder that bag lettuce tastes funny when you get the solid lettuce. No one, I'm serious. Cause me and me should be like, it tastes bland. It just don't taste right. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry. Oh, my Fresh Fields is out. No more Fresh Fields.
They're doing it to collard greens too.
Okay.
Did you hear? Did you know they do it to collard greens too? Collard greens too.
We go pick our greens. We go to the farmer's market to get our greens. Where I get my greens from, I don't do that. I don't do that canned greens. I don't do the bag greens in the store. We got to see our greens cut off the damn stalk, Lee. We old timey green people. You know, we country as fuck when it comes to certain food.
Hey, they had some greens in 2016 they had some greens on the news because I was eating my sister had cooked some callaloo, and which I like. And the greens that I had got, it was like they turned into soap in my hand. And that was in 2016, so I know greens was off the market.
Yeah. Now that you get the fresh collard greens, don't mess with the can and that bag stuff. Mess with the ones that you see that they still got the dirt on it.
I don't do no can.
Wow.
Yeah, I get that fresh. I just got some beets today. The whole beet, you can see them motherfuckers came out the ground. Still got dirt on it. Still got the long motherfucking beet joint in the leaf. I keep the leaf. I make salad out my beet joints. You know what I mean? Dandelions. If you can get to the woods, anywhere in the woods, dandelions. You can eat dandelions. You get them leaves. You can go pick your own dandelions. And you can eat them leaves. They're a little bit, they bitter, but they're salad, they're edible. You know, there's a few of them out there. You just gotta stay away from the areas where people use a lot of pesticides and shit. You gotta go to like the state parks and places like that. Walnuts, they got big walnuts up there in the north, big dumb walnuts. Them big green things that be falling from the trees, they edible. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit.
What Felicia said. Well, corporate America made damn sure that family would no longer be able to sit down together and share meals. Corporate America. Slicky said, if you eat pussy, you eat pork. Slicky, stop being vulgar. No, what's fucked up, Felicia said, no, what's effed up is that people wanting to eat it. People that want to eat it. Good morning, Big Nut. Michael Taylor's watching. Good morning. Kenneth said, basmati rice is good. Yeah, those fragrant rice is the one that you can see the grain, it really grain in. And Felicia said, you better pick your own. Well, that goes to what Molly's saying, what JoJo said, everybody's saying to go to a plant-based diet now. That's the only thing to be safe. But I live in an apartment. Where the hell can I have a garden at? I got my hydroponic garden. Let me tell you, baby. When I grew my stuff, I ate my stuff out my garden. I had some basil, some fresh thyme, some cilantro. I got a picture. I'll show y'all. I shared. And I ate. And not only did I eat off my garden, I shared my basil and my herbs.
That's why they stopped that. So you wouldn't share no more. You know what I mean? They try to they want everybody to be individualized and don't give a fuck about their neighbor and nobody else. Just take care of you and that's it. Pay your taxes. See, the more they separate us, the more money they make. If there's 8 or 9 of us living together because we're all doing good, then we only paying one property tax. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is respectful and loving, and your community's strong. People don't want that. Everybody want to get away from their parents, get away from these people. It's just they got us brain whooped. You know, not to give a fuck about your family. Nursing homes taking care of our fucking family now. Even black folk had to take care of their family. Not no more. They'll throw their asses right away. Shit, I ain't got time. No shit.
That's funny you said that. I thought about that earlier today.
Well, I'm glad my family didn't let me stay in that nursing home because I was in one. I mean, I'm glad. I'm just glad that they had the bandwidth or the wherewithal to make sure I got better and got the fuck up out of there.
Amen.
Yeah, we need to take care of our people. We need to move our parents back in when they get old. We need to do shit like that these days, man. If you have the opportunity to have your parents when they get old, you know, that's the type of stuff we lack, and don't nobody want to put up with nobody. Everybody's so, I don't know. It's a whole bunch of shit with it, but it's
Selfish.
so
A
separate.
lot of people selfish. That's all for self. That don't
Yeah.
care.
Yep.
You know, Molly, you pulled a picture up. Did you get
Yeah,
it?
my kid.
I mean, you can do it after we show the video. I think I'm sending you the right video. I can't hardly see shit, but I think it's the right. It was just the clip of what I was saying, how I used to grow the stuff.
Oh, we believe.
And this was
We
back when I
believe you.
had.
We believe you. We believe you.
This was back before my eyes and stuff wasn't as bad.
Okay.
Look,
With that
trust
break-
and believe. When I could see some stuff, I was doing some stuff. When I could see some stuff, I was bad. I was bad. That's the
Yo.
corner of my
Yeah,
neck, and that's
not
just
bad.
what. When I could see some stuff, I could see some stuff. But you right. We got to change. It says, I agree with that. Black families no longer take care of each other no more. Yep, you right. And Slicky says, Reese, for you, and I agree, you've been something. What? Wait a minute. What did Slicky say? Reese, for you and I agree, you've been and done everything. What?
I don't know.
What he said, I've been done everything. You know what, Slicky? Believe it or not, and Felicia can tell you, Felicia, have I not done a lot? And have I not been through a lot of different shit? They don't believe half the stories I tell. But how about that? Felicia seen it. She was there to witness it.
You ain't got to prove nothing to nobody.
To be your age, you've been done a lot of things. Look, I had a lot of living, and I thank God for it, because that's what made me wiser. Thank you. Big ups. Am I right? We all did a lot of living. I'm pretty sure Lee's seen a lot. Joe's seen a lot. I'm pretty sure Kiani's seen a lot. And I know for a fact that Molly's seen a lot. And he's the youngest one. And he's still seen a lot. We see more than our share. Baby. Trust and believe.
Yeah.
What is going on?
I love the experience. Right. That's the preciousest things that we have. And that's the two things that we were created for, that God, the creator of whatever way, whatever you want to call it, whichever way you're connected, the creator of everything and all, there's only two things that couldn't be done without creating us. And that was relations and experience. So your relationships and your experiences, they're everything. You know, that's the purest to God right there. Relations, and that's the two things God couldn't do without us. So that's our connection, you know. So the relationship, remember that, relationships and experience.
You know, I do believe that people that go through a lot, that we are expected to do something. We're going through stuff to sometimes to help others, to show others, or whatever. I've learned that people that been through a lot of stuff have a lot of wisdom. They have a lot of wisdom. When you go through a lot of stuff, or you've seen a lot of stuff, you learn, and you be able to tell your kids. I'm glad that I've been. Look, I'm a jack of all trades and a master of some. Because some of them I did actually master. So I'm a Jackie of all trades and a master of some. I got to learn the rest of that poem, but that definitely is me. And look, and Felicia said, "Oh yes, thank you, Felicia." Yeah. Huh?
Which one you mastered?
Which one? What?
did you master?
Which one? I can't tell you. I gotta kill you if I have to tell you what I mastered. Because everybody ain't supposed to know everything about you. See, everybody ain't supposed to know everything, Lee. And I ain't gonna tell you what I mastered. Whatever one make you feel good, I mastered that for you. But I mastered what right to tell a story. I mastered running my mouth.
Can I take a guess? Can I take a guess at what you mastered?
What?
An educated guess of what I believe you have mastered. Because
one of the things.
Only one of the things. Only a master would put their shit up on a shelf when because they know they got that motherfucker down pat. They can pull that bitch back down. They ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? So that shit you put up on the shelf, I believe you mastered that. I believe that's one of the things you have mastered.
Control of that part of me, that control part.
Yeah, that was an inside joke.
It wasn't easy. It's still hard because I'm still going through. I'm still mastering that. Felicia said,
"Oh, it's definitely an inside joke, Lee. It ain't my inside joke though. I ain't been in Lee. I ain't never hit Lee. I ain't never hit.
What are you talking about, bruh?
You said it was an inside joke.
Yeah, but not that type of joke. I wasn't thinking on that level.
You ain't thinking much here, shorty. You just got your head in the motherfucking cameras, taking up all the backspace. You know what I'm saying?
Look, Felicia said, she said, you go through different things so you can grow for the better. But we all don't learn and grow. And Slicky said, full of shit. What's full of shit?
God damn, Slicky.
Slicky hitting somebody in the head. Let me check and see if I'm bleeding.
Right?
I like that. I like that.
Y'all see any blood on my head?
Slicky, I don't know.
He might have hit me in the head. I don't know.
He hit this hole in the head.
I said a couple things.
We're gonna go to the next video. I still got some more wellness to check up on y'all. I want to say, hey, baby, I see Rosemary watching with me. Hey, I love you.
She said, taking up space.
Who's taking up space?
That's what Forehead said about me. I on my camera taking up space.
Okay, we got another video. Kiana, you mighty quiet back there. You making lettuce?
What's wrong?
No. Police department. She went to the store. Police department.
Before we actually watch the end of this video, when the officers actually confront the mother, did you actually sense the fear in this young 5-year-old's voice? These were always the hardest calls for me because I could relate it to my own life and my own kids. And sadly, there are so many other children out there right now that are being neglected in the same fashion.
Yes. What's going on? I just went to go see Grandma for a second. You asked me how are you? What happened?
You had the door open, was yelling for you.
The
neighbors called.
Oh no, we're gonna handcuff you. Don't make it worse than it has to be.
What's wrong?
Now, this is the question. You know, I always talk about Wellness Wednesday. We got to get our mental together, people. Do you? I'm asking the question. Do you see anything wrong with the mother? With what the mother did? We want to ask you first, Kiani.
I don't know where she went, but it seemed like she was gone for more than 20 minutes because the cops arrived. Of course, they were sitting outside for a few minutes probably. So she went and saw Pookie, and I don't want to say that, but you see New Jack City? Remember New Jack City? Remember Pookie? Remember Chris Rock? Well, she went and saw Chris Rock Pookie on New Jack City. Because where did she go? For the cops to come and for them to come in the house and the kids are crying.
She said she went to the store, and she said she wanted to see the grandmother.
Then that sounds like she was gone for 30, 45, 30 minutes, at least 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So she should put the kids with her. Felicia, you watching her. She should put the kids with her. Of course, we all know that. So I don't know why she didn't take the kids with her. I don't know what she was thinking. But yeah, she acting like what's the movie called Mama? The movie Mama that came out.
Well, Octavia Spencer.
Exactly how she acting like.
Go ahead, Joe.
I think this, and yeah, these days, right? And this links back to what we were just talking about. But these days, yeah, you wrong. You can't do that. You know why? Because the neighborhood, not every neighborhood, but most of them don't got your back. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no neighbors in village. Them kids gonna be all right if the village is strong around there. But people, like you said, they so individualized. You can't do that no more. You can't go around the corner like you used to could with the kids around there. Cause I know my grandmother and them left me around way, but I had my auntie upstairs. I had, you know what I mean? Like I had people around, you know, like that cared, my neighbors. If I hollered or my neighbors, you know what I mean? It was, and I wasn't in there doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to be doing because I had already felt the wrath. I already had knew, you know. So if he's big enough to call the police and do that, you know, it would have been all right back in the day, but not today. You can't do it. You just can't do it.
Yesterday's not today's kids.
Yeah.
Because I was 10 years old and I had to watch myself and my two younger sisters. And it's against the law now to leave any child home under 12. But I watched them till my mama get off. We did what we had. We had more sense. We had more responsibilities back then. But 5 years old, wherever she went, that child should have been on her hip. That child, anything could have happened. Anything could have gone wrong. They could have snatched that boy. Somebody could have come and saw him crying because the door was open. What's the stop child trafficking?
She went to jail, didn't she? Did she go to jail?
The cops said we're gonna put the handcuffs on you.
Yeah, she went to jail then. She went to jail about that. Yeah, you can't do that no more.
Molly said Molly was saying it wasn't the first time. Molly said, "I'll be back," meant don't answer the door for nobody. Wow, Molly said it wasn't that child's first time, but you could hear he was scared. Something wasn't right.
Yeah, they're kids. They need help, comfort. You know, shit.
And
can't leave too long.
Felicia said another parent that don't care about the best for their children. There must have been something more important for her to leave her child, for her to, wait a minute, something more important to her than her child. Okay, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Look,
That is so funny. That is so funny the way y'all talking about this, because I'm only 60 years old. And when our parents told us to close that door, don't open that door for nobody, that's what the hell you did.
Lee,
that's what you did.
Look at that little boy, that little 5-year-old boy. Who gonna leave a 5-year-old?
I was younger than that, probably. Seriously.
Then you was neglected.
Yeah, I'm about to say that too. You was younger than that. Left by yourself, Lee.
I'm just saying. I mean, that's just like you tell your kid back in the day. They used to leave our asses in the car while they went somewhere and tell you don't get out the car. But we got out the car. But these kids these days, they tell them don't get out the car, and the bitches die.
Yeah, niggas smoking crack. Niggas doing crack and fentanyl next door. You know, it ain't like it used to be. Shit, niggas, you know what I'm saying?
No, they were shooting. No, they were snorting. They were snorting coke and shooting up smack.
That's clean shit, though. You can watch the kids.
Nothing has changed. We're still doing the same pattern, just a different name.
Well, like Felicia said, that's just another parent that do not care nothing about their child. They can't sacrifice, stop getting high to make sure my child is secure, or stop going to see Pookie or whatever to make sure my child's secure. When these children don't ask to be here. So however we get them here, when they get here, we do owe them a debt of making sure they get to a certain age to be okay, because we brought them into this mess. We picked them out because we were thinking about our own selfish fleshly needs at the time. Most of us, some people do it, the husband, wife, and all that, but most of us was thinking about having a good time for a short while. Instead of that, you get a child for a long time.
Pastor, please. What are we talking about? I just need to,
the parent leaving a 5-year-old little boy home by Bubakar, you're gonna have to see the video. Molly, can you roll that back and let Bubakar weigh in on it? He's up with some pastor, please.
What's up, shorty?
I'm sorry. While you wait for Molly to do the thing, I take being
undoubtedly you've never seen the movie Fresh.
I take being a mama seriously.
So you've never seen the movie Fresh?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, nothing different.
But again, that is a trifling parent. Go ahead, play the tape.
What's wrong? No. Police department. She went to the store. Police department.
Before we actually watch the end of this video, when the officers actually confront the mother, did you actually sense the fear in this young 5-year-old's voice? These were always the hardest calls for me because I could relate it to my own life and my own kids. And sadly, there are so many other children out there right now that are being neglected in the same fashion.
Yes, what's going on? I just went to go see Grandma for a second.
I went to go see Grandma.
What happened?
He had the door open, was yelling for you. The neighbors called.
Oh no, we're gonna handcuff you. Don't make it worse than it has to be.
What's wrong? No. Police department. She went to the store. Police department.
Before we actually watch the end of this video, when the officers actually confront the mother,
you can cut it, Molly.
Sense the fear in
that's what it is. I think the little boy was scared that something happened to his mother.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, like, I don't agree with her leaving him, but if you're gonna do that, have him in his room. Make sure you lock the room door, safe, be safe. Stay in his room. Don't get out. Don't leave till mommy come home.
Well, that's what happened. That's what happened. He way too young. He don't know what the hell's going on. He went to the store.
No, look, I'm thinking, yeah, she don't left him in the living room in this big ass house, which became much bigger after she left. If he was in his room, I think it'd been, just stay here. Mommy, be right back, but don't leave this room.
Hell no. You left me by myself. I'm crying like, where the hell your ass at?
Leave a child that young, 5 years old that young.
I don't agree with it. I'm just saying, I was just trying to play devil's advocate if she was pressed to run and he was asleep or something. But
her black ass in trouble. She know better than that.
Yeah, if he was sleeping, I understand. But if he was up, you gotta take him out because that house gonna seem so big after you leave. It's gonna seem so big. But the thing is, he called the police, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He said, "Somebody help me! Somebody help me, please!"
Little Bubakar, hey, yo, I'm trying to link up with you and open the daddy daycare with you. I like your style and shit. You just gonna let them out back all day, open the back door and shit. Get off the damn screen. I can see you now, Sam.
She need her ass whipped. That's our community taking accountability because the community shouldn't allow that kind of stuff to go on. If you talk about taking accountability, Some of them old mamas should have whooped her upside her head like, bitch, don't you leave your child here. You take your child with you.
She got locked up.
Mamas.
She got locked up.
Yeah, she got locked up.
So she got
But she
locked
said,
up. I mean,
I want to go
but
see
it
grandma.
should have been
You
lesser
couldn't
for
take
us.
your
And
child with you to go see your grandma?
She was lying.
Well, she lying.
She
lying.
was trying to make it seem like she should have said I was next
There
door
we
or
go.
something. But she tripping. She's on my going to see grandma. I thought
If she
went
wanted
to
to
the
see
store.
grandma, she could took her. She know
And
that's
this
a
was
lie.
next
No,
door. You
you
heard
know
that
what that
baby
is?
yelling.
I just figured it out. She went on a dick run and she couldn't take his little ass. That's
Right.
exactly it. Oh my, that's what it was.
Boy.
She went on
Yeah.
a dick run
Or to
and
pick the
she
money
couldn't
up.
take his little ass. That's the only thing that makes sense. She could have took him to
No,
the
she
store.
ain't picking no
She
money
could have
up.
took
If
the
she was
grandma.
picking money up,
But
she would
she could
already
not
have.
take him to
She would
Lester's
already
house.
have money. She would
Hey,
have had money. If somebody would
Katina.
have been there.
Hey, Tyrone
Katina
wasn't having
said
it.
a
She couldn't take it to Tyrone
5-year-old
or
never
Lester.
leave a 5-year-old alone at home. That's Katina. See, that's right. Thank you.
Can't do that no more. You can't do it no more.
You can't do it no more back in the day, but now, shit, little nigga snitched on her, calling
Even
everything.
at 5 back in the day, I don't know no 5-year-old back in the
He was
day.
scared, man. That's just a little man, yo.
Hell yeah, back in the day, 5 years old though. I mean, you still a child, but you know, some of us was a little cognizant of certain things. And he was very articulate, telling the police his mother went to the store. The bitch don't left me. I'm all alone. You know what I'm saying?
She lied. She said, I want to see grandma.
Hello, anybody here? He's like, look, the bitch left. I'm trying to tell you, I'm by myself.
I think he was scared. He said, somebody help me, please. He might have seen, he probably was afraid somebody done snatched his mama up.
No, he's straight the
mama.
boogeyman in the house. He's in a big ass house by himself, in his apartment by himself. He's like, look, you gotta think of a mind of a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old, he ain't thinking like so far somebody will snatch my mama. I need to go protect her. No, he's thinking the boogeyman up in here about to fuck with me because this bitch don't left me. You know what I'm saying? She the only protector I got. Cause obviously my daddy ain't around. Cause my daddy around, he would have been here or something. You say he can call my dad or something.
I'm here at work. He could be at work.
Exactly. She wanted a dick run and she couldn't take little Tyrone. So sorry,
Yeah, little Tyrone must have heard something in the house or the building or whatever. And
Exactly,
got
his
scared.
kid. Anything a little kid hears in the dark or is he by himself, he's 5 years old. That little nigga thinking is the boogeyman. He think it's a boogeyman. He don't think he ain't thinking it's some man by the snatch him. He think it's a monster. So and his mother left him.
If they could just put the blue light on her, if they could have put the blue light on her and seen if her face would have lit up and her little, you know what I'm saying, that DNA all over her, then we'd have known exactly where they was at. You know what I'm saying? They put that blue light on her.
And what kind of man gonna tell you leave your child home, come get this dick? He wrong.
The man never tells you that. It's the woman that decides that because last time she took his ass, she ain't getting no dick. And she thought he was gonna be still in the living room. And he said, no, mommy, what you doing? Why you keep going in the room with that man? I don't know him. Hold up, Mr. Lester, I know you, I don't know you. Please, I need to be around my mama. You know what I'm saying? However y'all kick this relationship, I need to be here. So Lester just looked at her crazy last time, like, look, bitch, I can't give you no dick, little nigga around. And so now she figured, look, you stay here, I'll be right back. And not knowing Lester don't took a Viagra, and so now he's gonna go extra long than they normally do, because he missed the time last time, so he got to catch up because he, you know. So
and little boys are very protective of their mama. They see a man on their mama. Get off my mama. What you doing to my mama? Little Lester can't get no Viagra.
My mama had to always take it out of the house for me because ain't nobody else coming here. If I ain't my daddy and I ain't seen him, shoot, it took. Woo! I wouldn't see that man for another 10 years.
But I wonder how much time she got behind that. And then it's sad because now
she got out. She got out next day. She ain't do no time or nothing, but it locked up and probably took him to CPS for the night, or either called a relative to come and get him. But they had to go process her for child neglect. Now you can go check it, look it up. I don't even know if I know that's what's.
I was just saying, grandma.
They're not gonna keep the mother away from like there's no long case. Like a long case history on her, for him to try to detain her, but for a long
They should have
time.
wrote the
But she gonna have to go
citation
to
and
court
so
for
they
it.
have to go through all that.
Yeah, she's gonna have to go to court for it now. So there's gonna be a process she's gonna have to go through. They probably get somebody to come visit her, like a social worker and all that shit. She
She
don't step
need
into shit.
classes.
Yeah,
Definitely
she don't
give her
step into
some type
shit.
of parenting classes and skills, and she needs help. This is where the community comes in, because this is
Oh,
where
it
Big
is, though.
Mama and the aunties come in at and be like, you know better than that. Jennifer, you don't do that, and whoop Jennifer ass.
How come it was positive for a minute, then you just turned to a gang situation? How you come from, positive? You don't do that, girl. Come on now, be a positive mother. Man, stop the bitch. How you
It's
gonna
got to
do
be self-contained community, because
Hey, no.
if that was my neighbor, for example, this is me. If that was my neighbor and a child hollering and screaming for his mother, I'm pretty sure the other neighbors, I would have went over there and tried to calm them down. You get to know your neighbor, especially the one with the kids, and be like, "What's going on? What's
Or
happening?"
it might have been a neighbor that called the police.
It was. Well, of course it was a neighbor. The kid screaming. Who else did it?
I thought the kid might have did it too. He know 911.
Yeah, but
So-
what do you call it on? They ain't got no landline. They ain't got no cell phone.
No, Booba Cow. Somebody called next door. And you know the
But
cops
these
came in
new
over
days,
there.
man, that little nigga got his own cell phone and Facebook.
No,
If that was
man.
the case, he wouldn't have been screaming. He'd have been on
Yeah.
Facebook saying, "My mama left me," and then
He was scared.
Shit.
Hey, y'all, I'm going live.
He didn't have
He was-
the internet service. That's why
He was
scared.
terrified.
Yeah,
this
his
little man,
internet went out. That's what it was.
Daddy, if you out there, I know I don't know you, but you might know my face. The bitch don't left.
Y'all wrong. No, he was watching TV, and the internet or something probably went out, and that scared him. He was like, "Wait a minute, the babysitter gone. I don't know, my mama gone." Because the TV
He
is the
don't
babysitter.
need all that. All he needs is just a little noise, just a little noise out of anywhere in the house, a little crick in the house or something. And
If he
he's done.
watching his show, he ain't gonna be paying attention to that.
This dark
Well,
mode. You
Well,
serious?
the mom was calm. I mean, she said I was at grandma's house. I mean, she's so calm. I'm like, she was acting.
Hey, when you have just released, you usually
She
like
might have
that,
been
brother.
high.
You know, she wasn't high. She just busted. I mean, come on, man. She just I look orgasm. It make you do that. You relax. I'm just saying. Am I too much on the show today? Like, is it after hours? Shit, I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Cap Confessions. What you got going on?
Yeah, exactly.
So Booba Cow be freaking with the ladies with little children, huh? And he know how to freak around the little kids.
No. Look here. I know. I was fine. That was my MO prior.
Leave the kids at home and shit. Leave that little nigga around there.
No. Listen, that was my MO prior to get married. Shoot. I knew how it worked. I know what time he little nigga sleep and everything. So I
Don't be
know
bringing him around here. Last time he stained Kool-Aid, he got that sippy cup all over my damn couch. You know what I'm saying? Leave that nigga home. That's Booba Cow trying to get that booty, son.
Look here. First of all, I'm telling you, I'm married. So all this is pride.
What
So,
Slicky
you know what
calling
I mean?
one of y'all a punk? I don't know
Huh?
which one.
I don't know. First of all, I don't know why he taking shots at people today. And
they firing shots today.
Yeah, taking shots at people. Damn, calling punks and everything. Damn.
Oh yeah. He tried. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can't be leaving kids by themselves, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't be playing the advocate on that. You got.
No, first of all, I ain't advocating none of that. First of all, but
no, you said you playing the devil's
back in the
advocate.
day, being a kid back in the day and growing up back in the day, parents ain't know no better. So I might have been by
talking
myself
about the
once or twice.
kid. He called
might have
him
been
a
by-
5-year-old punk.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So
We need somebody
he right.
send the
He
police
little
to
snitch.
Slicky house to lock him up because he doing child endangerment. He done called a 5-year-old punk. Slicky, we gonna lock you up.
Hey, I'm just saying though, he did snitch though. I mean, soon he came in, he said she rode to the store. She left me here by myself. Her name is Teresa. She works at.
I would have done that too.
Yeah, he was
And
giving
I
her
would have
big
called my
information.
grandma and be like, "Grandma, is Mom down here?" I would have called somebody and told on her too. I'd have been next door at Miss Helen's house. Miss Helen, can I have a cookie? My mama not home.
There you go. That sounds better.
Yeah, all she had to do is say, Miss Helen, I'm trying to give me some. I'll be back in a little bit. Hold him.
Keep an eye on him. But that little boy was scared. He was like, somebody help me.
Yeah, I'm working.
And that's probably because they let them watch so many scary movies. Nowadays, we don't watch, government what our children watch. We watching an R-rated movie. Our child sitting right there watching it with us. A scary movie.
That ain't no lie.
I see them wrote a whole narrative with the movie. That man might have been just dozed off and sleep and woke up and seen his mother wasn't there. She started something early. He, thought she had been back and dozed off, woke up. She still ain't back, and he panicked and started tripping. Kenny
Clark said parents knew better. They just make excuses for not doing better. Hey, you right?
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. I mean, we all have done it. We all went to the store and they was asleep or did something. So you right. I mean,
that's what I'm trying to say. That's exactly.
But guess what, Booba Cow? She was gone longer than 5 minutes. When you call the cops, that's 5 minutes for them to come.
She was ridiculous. I told you, man. Tyrone took that damn Viagra. Remember, Mr. Lester?
No. She ain't gonna get a new crack pipe. She had to go get something fentanyl. It was something she went to go get. It was something serious.
She was getting some penis, man. She went to get some penis. You're not hearing me out. She went to get some penis. It take longer than getting crack.
No, Penis could have came there. Penis could have came to the house and boy could have been in a different room.
No,
that's easy. That's easy for that.
Look, the little boy don't let Mr. Lester do nothing around there. So because he don't let Mr. Lester do nothing,
that's easy. I'm bringing candy. I'm bringing a balloon. Everything. I'm bringing a toy from a dollar store.
Look, you are Mr. Kiani. We talk about Mr. Lester. He's come from a different breed. You don't know
where
Mr. Lester comes from.
Molly, can you read the comments? Because I'm on Facebook. Kenneth said that parents know better, they do better. That's the last comment that's in on Facebook on here. But there's some more comments up on our screen. Our screen is different, y'all. So that's why I'm asking, I need somebody to see it. JoJo, Molly, Kiani, do y'all see it off at the side, the comments?
Let me check.
After Kenneth said, mine stopped. It says, after Kenneth says parents know better, they just don't do better.
I guess I sort of agree. Yeah, but normally if you know better, you just ain't gonna do it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you do have those people, and that just always think like, just this one time, and it becomes a habit. And this time she got caught up with it. So yeah, she should have known better. Just like you can't go more than 5 minutes. If you go to the store, that store better be like across the street. Like just to leave one kid in the house. Yes, I'm trying to tell you. There's no siblings, there's nothing. It's just so he's scared, man. He got out, the house is empty, and he's nervous. He's thinking there's a monster or something there, and he's alone. Mom, no protection.
Katina said totally irresponsible. She could have put him on her hip. Yep, I agree. Katina said she needed to be arrested. And Felicia said, well, I feel once you become a mother, especially a single mother, your fun in the streets should be over. Your main focus should be on the best for your child.
On your kids, yeah.
And Katina said, never leave a 5-year-old home.
Yeah,
I done some bad stuff though. Yeah. I mean, that ain't my thing. When I had my son, I took care of my son, but I wasn't always where I was supposed to be. That would have been for his best interest either. You know what I mean? Because that's proven by my going away for the years that I did. So I'm saying these days you can't do that. That wasn't my thing. When I did have my boy, when we separated, I had my boy for 30 days. She had him for 30 days, because he wasn't in school. He was still young, when I kept him with me and had him with me. I ain't have that type of issues. But when he wasn't with me, I didn't have his best interest of the things that I was doing in my head, in mind. So I wasn't thinking about my kid either. So I can't, you know what I mean? I mean, that wasn't right what she done, but I done a whole lot not right. Maybe not the exact same thing, but not right nonetheless. But I was young too, you know? So
you just wanted to have fun. And you just put your fun over your parenting. You just made a bad decision. You put your fun over your parenting. You put your good time over the child's, you know, welfare.
Yeah, it was for the future. You know, I mean, he was taking care. I mean, we got. I have a strong village, but nonetheless, for my, you know, personal, you know, he, you know, these kids these days, you know, if the family is a working class, usually they don't want for nothing. All the little basic shit, they got it. You know what I mean? The Xboxes to the new stuff, whatever, the tennis, the name brand. You know, if you got functioning working class people, you really don't want for nothing. So that's when my son was around, you know, on both sides of my family. My people's work, they hustled, you know what I mean? So he wasn't neglected in ways of being left alone because they wasn't irresponsible thinkers like that. I was the hard head, you know. So that's just, you know, but she wrong as a mug for what she did, especially these days. They used to put us all together. They'd be like 4, 5, 6 kids all in the same house while the parents went and partied. That's how they did us, you know.
Yeah.
There might be 110. There might be 1.
There's been enough information around. There's been enough information around for people to know by now, you know, about stuff like that. Back in the day, yeah, some people was, you know, like, hey, but now, yeah, to say in 2023, you should know better. You should know way better. Like, you know, things that, you know, we want, that was, you know, we didn't observe that back then. People have observed now. So, you know, and it's probably in our Thea book.
That's in this book.
See?
That what we talking about? A lot of stuff is in the book because that do come from back in the day, whatever. But there's different ways of doing it. So y'all young people that don't know how to parent, read this book and find out how to be a better parent.
See, I'll show you. She, like she said, and young ladies, she can hook you up and help you get on the right path. Her and the homegirls will come and tell you, don't do that, and they're gonna jump you. But after that, you will be a way better mother than you ever was. Hey, it's all in the book.
You would think twice about leaving your child again. You definitely would. You be like, I ain't gonna leave him no more. Little Stevie, come go with me, because them bitches be coming back. They be looking.
You would have never been out there like she was out there. You wouldn't have been out there like she was out there because you put that thing up on the shelf. You know what I'm saying right now? So you wouldn't have had a reason to run out there because you wouldn't have been hitting nothing on the side right quick.
What she should have did, put the boy down to take a nap. She should have been asleep. He should have been somewhere high off a NyQuil.
You can't leave a kid like that, man.
Hey, Phoenix.
Can't leave it.
When we wanted to go out, we were like, Grandma, I'm going out. Is Tyree sleep? But he better stay asleep tonight because if he ain't sleeping through the night, I'm going to call your ass. You come back. And I was like, Grandma, he going to sleep through the whole night. He not feeling too good. Because this is what I used to do. And I'm a bad parent too. But I used to go, he used to mark me. And I would do it so much that he started coughing. I said, oh, baby, you sick. You sick. I said, I got to give you some NyQuil. You know, Grandma. Yeah, so I gave him drunk a little bit. And that's what, you know.
Are you lucky?
They giving them edibles these days. Them little doses of edibles at nighttime. Their little asses down.
The thing is the melatonin. They give them the melatonin. That put them to sleep. That's what they use. Over the counter melatonin. So yeah, I hear a lot of people. Oh yeah, it's about that time. I gotta go out tonight. Hey, Papa, you know, here go a gummy, baby.
He would go to sleep, get right in bed with Granny, and then my auntie or whatever watching.
They ask for the gummies at night. Give me one of them gummies before I go to my room.
They out here flipping the kids gummies.
Y'all ought to be ashamed. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. You know, I have never done that. I have never done that.
Scissored mom over there. How that scissored mom over there?
No, but I know a lot of people that do, but I have never done that because if I want to go somewhere, they're not staying home. I'm gonna drop them off. I'm gonna make arrangements way ahead of time, and I'm gonna let them know, hey, mommy's going out or mommy's doing something. You going over here? Yeah.
Well, he get in the bed with grandma, but he just something to sleep through the night. So he won't be waking up in the night, ravishing through the house, doing stuff, being bad. You know how kids get up.
Nah, I feel you.
I feel you. So that's what. But like I said,
well, see, by the time I started, because I never sent my kids anywhere. I always kept my kids home. So by the time my mother made me start taking them away from the house, they were old enough. They were potty trained. They were all of that. So.
No, I was just about to say, my bad. And don't let our parents slide either, because they didn't have no gummy, but they was giving us alcohol.
Right on the gums, a little sip of this.
You know, no wonder why we drink the way we've been drinking. So our parents can slide either. This is an ongoing thing right here. But don't let our people slide like our parents also. No, it's so good. No. We was drinking. We was
and sometimes we took it on ourselves because I was like 3 years old and they looking for me and I was drunk under the table. They was in the den playing cards.
I wasn't doing all that. I didn't do all that. I wasn't quite the 3-year-old drunk.
And I was under the table drinking. And I got drunk and I passed out under the damn table. And they were scared and they looking for me. And they found me under the table.
That is terrible. That is, I should give you a hug. Like
I was in the house.
Like 3 years old with your own bottle of liquor.
TJ Swan. That was my first wine. TJ Swan wine. That's probably why I don't drink like that now.
Why do a 3-year-old remember her first wine? You know what I mean?
Because it probably traumatized me. I remember just about all of my
I don't know if you saying it. I don't know.
Life has been so good to me, and I thank God for it. That right now, and I don't drink or smoke. My memory ain't foggy or cloudy, and I remember, all the good things, good or bad, will help mold me, and I can put stories and stuff in this book. So it's a good thing I do have a good memory, so I can put some fucked up shit in the book.
Amen. I was going to say amen, Pastor, but you just left off that, so there's none of that. I gotta go back to work, so I gotta feed the family. I'm at the so
okay, Booba Cow.
Yeah, look, see? He's trying to crack me up.
Hello.
That is not. Get back to work. I gotta go.
You need a raise. Give him a raise.
This is John. What's up, y'all? I doing like Cornel West.
That is Dr. Cornel West. Stop playing.
Now, let me tell you something.
Hey, man,
tell him the glass is not big enough and the bush not big enough. He need his bush bigger and the glass is bigger.
So he can go back on YouTube and watch it. So Weezy was a good mom. She never had to do that. But I mean,
I'm not saying that people who do it are not a good mom. I just never. I'm not a big medicine person, so I don't give my kids anything unless they absolutely have to take it. But
they had to go to sleep. And Felicia said, "Of course, you are supposed to learn from our parents' mistakes." That's right. Like I said, what I agreed with when I kept, and I got rid of what I didn't agree with. Being a good parent is an ongoing experiment. Yes, it is, because ain't nobody wrote the book on how to be a perfect parent. Ain't no such thing.
Hey, Johnny.
Yeah, thou sinner, throw thy first stone. Thou not sin, throw the first stone.
And we all,
Look, nobody got a stone. Everybody better clean their hands.
Everybody got no rocks in their hand, no stone, no nothing. All of us living in a glass house. Some people living in cellophane, plastic. You better not.
Some of them living in glass stems.
In
Stem
grass
houses.
huts. Some of them in grass huts. So no, you know, and it's like she says, the ongoing
That's a mobile
thing.
home. That would be a glass mobile home.
And Felicia, what she's saying is that she always say that our parents did not know everything, but they did know a lot. So we take from the good that they taught us, and then we discard the rest, and then we fill our own in on the way. Just like Weezy, when your kids grow up, they're gonna remember this is the good that mama taught me. No, mommy was wrong about that. So I'm gonna put my point in, and then we're gonna pass it on to the next generation. That's how we supposed
Mommy
to
wasn't
treat
wrong.
each other.
They just didn't like it. Something else, yeah.
I mean, we'll
right.
disagree. Whatever you don't like, fix it, and then pass it when you give it to your children, and you're gonna have it tweaking. This is a JoJo baby version. Everybody is different. You know, you got your mama and your daddy, then your mama and daddy give you what they got. Then you say, I'm gonna put my stamp on it and pass it to my child. Tyree don't have. I give Tyree what I learned from my grandparents, from my aunts, from my uncles. I give him what I learned from everybody. And then I give him for what I wasn't taught, what I had to find out on my own. And I say, here, Tyree, he can take it, or he can leave it, or he can take some of it would apply, and trash the rest that don't apply. You know, that song by Tony. I was born not to know. Right? Y'all remember that song? He said, money, have my own, friends just for fun, love, do not apply, live, but to live, you gotta die. I was born not to know. Go back and listen to that song and be like,
I just heard it. Hey, whoa, shorty, hold up, yeah.
He said, you're not about to outdance him. First of all, hey, Marley, I forgot to say hi to Marley.
I'm gonna get that big old bag. I'm gonna ride that motherfucker at the club.
You know what?
Yeah.
Weezy, tell him I get low. He be thinking he on the back, then I dip out. Zoom, baby.
Hey, don't get mad. I don't know if I'm grabbing titty or belly fat. I don't know. I'm just holding over. Don't get mad at me.
Weezy, tell him something, Weezy. Tell him something, Weezy.
Yeah, I need to. Oh, look, Kenneth said, because I didn't know they were doing this. Kenneth said CPS has charged parents for using melatonin. Tonin, lady posted a video of her doing it. What?
That's probably because they excessive. They got the little boy or girl hooked on it. You know what I'm saying? Little baby asking every night, mom, can I get that gummy? You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, you 13. You don't need that no more.
That's true. Habit forming. And they even have it for children. They have melatonin for children. So if CPS is going to charge you for, why are they making it for the children?
I mean, excessive use. I mean, you can have a beer and probably get away with riding home. But if you have 4 or 5 of them motherfuckers, you see what I'm saying? There's gonna be a whole nother ride.
Yeah, but see, some people do it, or like you do it. You did it maybe one. You know, you didn't do it all the time. Some people do it all the time, every day, you know. And I bought melatonin chewies one time for the kids because I was like, I want to see if they work. They took them things. I don't even know if they work. My kids are just some other breed of human, but it might have worked for a little bit. I don't know, but I have them on a schedule. They're off their schedule now, but I had them on a schedule. So the time I gave it to them, they went to bed. The time I usually put it to bed, they got up the regular time. So I don't know if it worked or not. And I never did it again. I felt so bad, but I never did it again. And if I want to go out,
why should we feel bad? Black people feel bad.
I said I felt bad. I felt bad.
White people feel bad giving their kids Ritalin.
No. They don't want, see, that's the difference. You don't have to feel bad for giving your children melatonin, But if you're doing it all the time, all day long, you just don't want to be bothered. That's something different, and that throws off your sleep, your own serotonin.
Yeah, that's
you know, you throw off your regular pattern of sleep when you try to make children or yourself go to sleep with these pills, and they don't tell you that. So that Ambien and all that stuff they give adults, it can mess up your regular sleep pattern. Yeah.
I don't believe in Ritalin. I don't believe in giving a child Ritalin. I don't believe in adult ADD. I believe that these are little geniuses, and give them more. They like sponges. They have a short attention. Finish this, finish that. We have to teach them to finish one task at a time and not whirling. They can have that high function. Oh, I finished that. Boom, good.
They're not looking to teach you for success, though, my dear. This is qualities and things that you got to do at home, and even when you do that,
said that you got to know this before you go to school.
Yeah, because these are qualities that they definitely not teach. Like you said, they're not even doing home ec. They don't even want you to learn how to cook no more. They don't want you to learn how to cook. They want you to be dependent upon the commercial food.
These little girls don't know what a needle and thread is, let alone a sewing machine. If you get a rip in your clothes, they throw it away. They was like, "What's the needle? What's the thread? Sewing needle for the weave?" They know what it is for the weave, but baby, do you know how to make a stitch in your clothes? Do you know how to knit one purl too? Do you know how to crochet? Can you make a damn pot holder? If we
they are the
macrame. How they gonna learn?
They are the pot holders. They be like, "Here, let me get that blunt." So that's you know what I'm saying.
It's a different type of pot, but we losing a whole generation. It's like something is missing, a missing link. And then you have these Gen Zs that's off the chain, and they want to say Gen Zs are all entitled little demons. Why? It's the parents' fault. It's our fault. We can control and fix that.
You can't take the blame neither, because my grandparents raised kids and they didn't drink, cuss, smoke, none of that. And all their kids did. All right. All their kids.
That's true. That's true.
And they didn't, none of that. And they helped raise me. Of course, I had different family. I went back and forth, but they helped raise me, and I did too. You see what I'm saying? So it's not, it's not always the case. It's not your fault. Ain't no fault in it. Once you learn that you're making choices and start making choices, that's when if this choice is good for you or not. That's the thing. You gotta, that's what has to be
them
taught.
more choices, JoJo. Give them options. Teach them.
Yeah.
You said once you learn, teach them stuff. Teach girls how to stitch. Teach them how to sew their own clothes.
You might not have more. You got to teach them how to make options that are right first. Your options might be low. In most of our communities, there ain't a whole lot of options to choose from that are positive. So you have to make an option. You have to get the best one that's going to get you through safely and without, having risk of what's going on in our community. So that's how it is with a lot of us. So we got to just learn how to choose which one is going to benefit me and get me away of making the choices that are been lagging through our communities and stuff like that. So you got to mature quick.
That's true. And I agree. And I also, and just like Jojo said, you can have your kids on the straight and narrow forever. The minute you let your hands go, it's on them. And I know that because I was raised
before you let your hands go.
Yeah, for real. Because my 16-year-old make me want to choke her. And I be sitting here like, my 21-year-old, he's not as bad, but he still be doing some things. I'm like, sir, come on.
Because he's going to do his own individual thing.
Yeah, but it started before that, though.
If we equip our children with the basics, these kids don't even know how to boil water. They have to learn how to fend for themselves to some degree, and we got to give them the basics. You know, just like
that foundation, yeah.
Left, right, up, down, start a new life. They need to know how to, because they gotta eat.
Yeah, you're right.
You gotta teach the basic stuff so that they know how to, so they won't be quote on lack of a better word, mentally delayed. Because I know the people say, why you act so retarded? Why you act this? Why you act? You know, because kids like, I don't know. And you can't get mad if the child don't know, they don't know. So that's why with Tyree, I said, come here, I want to show you something. He was like, what? I said, you like eggs? He was like, yeah. Fried or scrambled? He was a little boy. He was like, fried. I said, okay, get on up there. And he's sitting at the stove, and I let him get popped by the grease. I said, flip your egg. Lesson, if you don't flip it the right way, you're going to get popped every time. You got to learn your own technique and finesse it. But he could say, I won't go hungry because my mom did show me how to make an egg. I won't go hungry. Give the kids the basics. These kids don't know how to crack an egg, let alone know what come out of it, because everything is so giving it to them. Give them everything.
Not the ones in this house. I teach them too damn. I teach them too damn much. They need to sit down, because Lord, I know, but you're right. We don't give them foundational skills. We don't give them those skills that are going to help them throughout their life. Just, you know, small skills.
Kiani, what you wait, Kiani? Because Kiani raising his 14-year-old son by himself. What are you teaching Malachi how to cook? Are you teaching him how to sew? Do you know how to sew?
Yes, Malachi is 16. He has permit. I taught him how to drive when he was, I say, 13. And yes, he can cook. He likes everything broiled or baked, nothing fried really. And he's very particular. He's a Leo, so he's very particular. He like to look good, so he like to, you know, eat healthy. And he got me eating healthy, but we do affirmations. Yeah, we do affirmations every day. I'm healthy, I'm fit, I'm handsome, I have a handsome income, I have a handsome bank account, I'm one with God, but God is greater. Angels go before me, make my day perfect. I have stability, prosperity, diligence, patience. I'm divine. I tell him he's a king, and I tell him, you know, stay calm in all situations. And
my younger brother do that with his son coming up, and you're setting that right foundation for him. You building the code to success. Is taking the time to do this with your child, and I applaud you.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Can I add one thing to that, Kiani?
Yes.
Put in there space for flexibility. So, like you said, the angel go before me to make my day perfect, but that does not mean imperfection or things may not happen, or that he may not have a moment. So put in there that even if you make a mistake or you get angry or you are hurt or you're sad, that does not mess up your entire day. You can always turn your day around. So you can have that moment. It's okay. You're human, but turn your day around. Don't allow that moment to determine the rest of your day. We have to remember, because we put in this amazing affirmations that you're telling me, because I guarantee you this is manifesting things for him in the future. But you also have to manifest flexibility and adaptability within that, because if you do not, they'll grow up thinking they have to be perfect, and they'll grow up thinking that if they make a mistake, they're failures. So we have to kind of put that in there. I tell my children that every day, that if, you know, I want you to have a great day. I want you to have an amazing day. But if you have a moment in that day, calm yourself down and turn it around. Don't stay there. Because in an instant, anything could change.
May I add an angle on that? On that, it's like science. It's just like the day is just like, I mean, things can happen. You do something and it don't happen right. You don't get the right response. You ain't created what you wanted yet. So you gotta go throw that away and go. Now you know what not to do. Now you continue to keep going forward with a new design, new recipe, new mixture or whatever it is that you're doing. And you know, you gotta understand that there's gonna be that what you're saying is good, but the perfection is in that. The perfection is in accepting and understanding there's no really truly a fault. There's something that you might never want to go through again, but that experience lets you know that you would never want to go through that again. It could have been a whole lot worse, you know. So there's always that. So I just wanted to add that. That's a good way. Science, the way the scientists come up with things is always, that was the way that stuck in my head. It was like, you know how many times they had to mess up before they came up with this? You know how many times they had to
and they still messing up
before they made that lettuce today? You know how many times they went through that before they did that? You know what I'm saying? They ain't just do that the first time. I'm telling you that now. You know.
Kenneth said, put if I make a mistake, I will improve. He also said, I have ADD and ADHD. I say free medical cannabis for disabled. Let's go. He also said, well, my godmother taught me how to cook eggs for myself. He said, he know Molly has affirmations for eternity. Molly, where your affirmations at?
Molly,
but yeah, I like that, Kiani. I'm gonna start adding some of that to my children's affirmations because those were really great.
And I always put that he is a super learner and school is easy. And I use infinite intelligence and I'm on the honor roll. He's been on the honor roll since middle school because I remember the homework was crazy. And I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? So I started doing affirmations. I'm like, well, I got to hire a tutor. What do I need to do? But no, I just gave it to God. I started doing affirmations every day. And then sometimes I forget to do them. And then after that, I was like, you know what? So now I give myself an alarm clock note to do them every day.
One note about the eggs. If you go to your local farmers and buy your eggs, you can save room in your refrigerator because if you get them before they've been bleached and washed, they don't need to be refrigerated to stay fresh. You can keep them anywhere. Because the eggs got a coating from the naturalness to keep the heat from boiling when they out there.
Oh, wow. See, our people on the farm knew some stuff. I did not know that because when we get the eggs out the store, I did not know they was bleached and washed. I was wondering why do you have to keep them refrigerated? So you know,
that makes sense.
I'm scared to eat eggs because now I get nauseous sometimes when I eat eggs. Eggs don't hit the same.
You got to get the eggs that still got. They might still got some you know what I'm saying, stuff, a little teeny stuff on it because you're gonna wash them before you use them, but you can store them anyway. You can put them in the cabinet. You can they good. You know what I mean? You can have them out. They good. They ain't gonna spoil. You know.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, that's
when I've
done that myself before I was vegan. When I was still eating eggs and cheese, which were my two last things, I wouldn't even buy grocery store eggs no more. I was going to the farm and getting mine. You know. Yeah, and getting them like that because now they out. They in the room temperature. You don't have to do nothing with them.
And butter too. I noticed that we used to be able to leave butter on the table.
Yeah, it depends on what quality and also the quality of stuff. And people, they put so much stuff in. You know what I mean? Like we don't eat like we used to. We got so much cut. Everybody wanted their taste, their added recipe, and all these recipes is just putting more and more stuff in it, which is more and more chances of it being bad for you. You know, so it's people need to go back to enjoying the raw taste of food.
Mm-hmm. Molly said eating one egg equates to 5 cigarettes.
I ain't messing with it. I got off, and when I got off the eggs and that cheese, those last two things that I was holding on to because I loved them. You know what I mean? I was on them. I came from a family that had a drawer full of cheese. I mean, every kind you could think of. We used to go to that Hickory Farm smoke up there, them joints. them in the malls and stuff and load up. You hear me? But yeah, so that was my 2. When I gave them 2 up, my sinuses cleared up, my pains in my joints and my back went away. I had changes in my body, yo. So that was that mucus, like he says, 2 cigarettes, 1 egg is like 5 cigarettes. All that mucus, anything that got mucus in it, you know, dead white cells, you're not supposed to be putting in your body, which is all dairy, eggs, all that stuff.
Wow.
Really, I love eggs. You sure? I mean, Oklahoma, them guys are so strong, man.
Dead white
Oklahoma,
cells.
everybody. I mean, I guess you gotta get it from the farm, but Oklahoma, these guys are so strong, man. St. Louis, the strongest guys I ever played football against. You know, even wrestle. I mean, these guys. I mean, they can pick up.
I mean, steroids will do you like that too. So I mean, there's things out there that will do stuff to you like that. You know, I mean.
But what you think they shoot up the eggs and chicken with steroids?
Well, I like ostrich eggs. That's just like he said. I like ostrich eggs, and I like quail eggs. That's what I always get.
I want nobody.
How about the emu? How about the emu?
I ain't had them yet. I always get, but I always get the quail eggs. Oh yeah, and I get duck eggs. I always get the duck and quail eggs all the time. That's what I always get.
I don't eat them no more, but when I did, I was going to the local farm and getting them, so I didn't have to worry about them going bad.
You can go to the Dutch market, the Amish market in the country. St. Mary's got an old time. They got fields. You go pick your greens, strawberry from, and they got fresh eggs. I love it.
Remember that Dutch market used to be out there on 29 in Beltsville up there, that Dutch market that used to be up there. There's a Starbucks and stuff up there now, and all that Red Barn and all the bed. That's old. That's back in the day. I might be telling my age on y'all. That's I'm telling my age.
55. We know you something like that.
Huh?
We know you 55.
Yeah, you know, stay alive, drive 55.
But we coming into the end and the close of our show, and before I go, JoJo and Louisa and Kiani, I don't know if you heard, my dad called me last night and told me we lost one of our family members, and I want to send my prayers out to my brother and my sister because they lost their little nephew, and to the whole family. It was right here in DC. The article I shared it with the group. Did you see it in the group? Yeah. So to the whole family, my prayers go out to them, to my family, my extended family. My prayers go out to them because there's never nothing natural when you have to bury your own child. And he wasn't out there. He was going to work in the morning, going to work. Senseless gun violence erupted and they killed him. They trying to rob him.
I did hear about that.
He had the badge on and everything on the way to work, and I'm like, I fear every day, every time anybody leave out the door because it's been crazy, you know, and that's just another part of our mental wellness. This is a part of all of this. Is a part of wellness Wednesday because those babies out there taking each other lives, they're not well in the head. They mental is not right because your mental can't be right to be wanting to walk up to somebody that's minding their business to take their life like that.
They need some love and direction, and they don't have
love.
They need more than that. I mean, there's a whole bunch of gap. I've done some stuff too. I mean for real, like I've done stuff like that. I was fortunate enough to never hurt nobody wanting something like that, you know, not in that situation, not that same type of situation, but you know, these kids, I mean, we valued life, even though they might not, even though nobody kept telling me, boy, value life, nobody really said it, but we valued life. You know what I mean? I think it's just these time shelterness, these phones, these kids see all this stuff and never had to experience it and think that they experience it now because they've seen it on their phone. No, that's not really experience. You know, that's not the true. That's not a true experience. You know, seeing it like that.
But it's being fed into them. That's why I agree.
So yeah, they messed up doing it like that, man. My condolences of stuff like that.
Thank you. I'm just saying this is coming. Just for a couple of months, 2 family members gunned down. 2 family members gunned down for nothing. You know, young people. These people under 30. He was only 23. The one Saturday, and the other one that got killed back in July was only 29. Well,
Boy, you better
barely living life. Lord,
count your blessings every day you wake up. Find something to be grateful for, because you never know. It might be the last day when you're gonna go.
Man, right there in Southeast. And what is Mayor Bowser saying about gun violence? What is the police gun violence? It's like the more they talk against it, the more it happens. The more they talk against it, every time they get up there on that news talking about we controlling this, we got this, and we doing that, more it seems like it make them go out and do more.
Because you gotta talk about something else. What you talk about, you bring about. You know what I mean? So you have to talk about something else, but they ain't gonna show you the news and have that news down there at JoJo at the community center, down here food pantry, and keep that the topic of the news. No, it's you know. So yeah, they, like I said, they got our brains. They know if we see it, we gonna do it. That goes with the food, with the violence, with the everything.
God bless his heart. He didn't deserve it. Nobody deserves that. To even get robbed, shot, or anything. Whoever did this, we sending you love, and you have to pay 100-fold. And we all got families, and you have to respect people and love yourself and rob yourself, you know, and think about other people, and be compassionate and nurturing. You know, so, you know, life is serious. You know, we're all supposed to have a good time. You know, we shouldn't have to look over our shoulder and bring the preacher and the canine dog everywhere we go. You know, and now people don't want the AIs, but sometimes you keep your AI with us to hurt somebody. You know, if they shoot the robot, then you hurt them, and then the robot, you get a new robot. So it's just, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I want the AI now, because I'm like, you know, you keep somebody with you. I mean, I want to say that, but I mean, serious. You know, I mean, everywhere you go is just, you know, you gotta lock your door, you gotta run to your car, you know, you gotta take 2 guns with you, you gotta practice roll on the ground shooting, you gotta teach the kids, you know, be careful, don't get in an argument with nobody, you know, they might hurt you, you know, you can't talk to strangers. It shouldn't be like that. You know, we all should be one, having a good time. You know, but the consequences is not enough. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, other countries, I told you, Amsterdam, it wasn't no crime. It's not enough. Amsterdam, do it over there. Let's take these people that's robbing and take them to drop them off Amsterdam. Let's see what happens. You see what I'm saying? So it has to be a different way we handle discipline. It gotta be a different way. I mean, that's part of it.
There's a reason why everybody's trying to send their stuff to America to sell it. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's part of that. Everybody wants to be in America. They don't teach. Everybody don't want to be in Amsterdam. You see what I'm saying? So they keeping it. They don't. The solutions they're not looking at. That's why we generate, because they keep the chaos. America keeps the chaos. And then say it's free land and all this. It's all bull jive, yo. It's all game. So do what you're doing, Keon. Teach your boys in your village and all of his community. You know, the same thing that you're teaching your boy, and then make sure you tell them to share that with somebody outside of the community. You gotta spread that shit like Corona. You heard me. Coronas and Coronas on the beach like Snoop Dogg. Both Coronas. We need to spread it like both of them. You know, so that shit. That's a good job for you, brother. Good job on that. But it's real hard when you get into the thick of where it's at. You know, when you got yours neck and neck all day and you doing it the right way, it's easy. But when you got this single mother,
those are the ones that's getting snuffed out. Those are the ones that's getting the good ones that's doing what they're supposed to do the right way. The ones that's coming along, the bad boys, it's those the good kids are the ones getting snuffed out alive. Reezy, before we leave, can you read the comments?
Sure. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Kenneth said praying comfort. Do you want me to read it, lady? Kenneth said praying comfort for the family. He said, me and Kiani, we working to make a change one step at a time. Felicia said the very first death, a mother and father had to bury their child. So why come it's not natural? When we die, it's not our choice. Kenneth said, I have an 11-year-old killed in Temple Hills. I'm doing a march November 11th of this year for that. Molly said, kids killing kids, one in the grave and the other in jail or committing more crimes. He also said, I'm with AI. I just know some people want to use it to do wrong. Kenneth said, chaos equals profits or increases profits. And Molly said, they trick everybody into moving into the same areas, LA, New York, now Atlanta, etc. We got to spread out more. Yep.
Can we go around and get some positive love to go to the whole family? Jojo, it's deep because that's my brothers and sisters' little nephew that got killed. So my youngest one, you know.
Yeah, you know, you don't want to get from a whole lot you can say to bring any relief or change or anything like that. Even for the people getting punished 100-fold, that's still right. Still, you know what I mean? That's been changed. You know, the whole life been altered. So, you know, my condolences, and you know, keep it moving and do things in the image of when you're doing something that they know they love. You know what I mean? Put a little extra in it, you know, or something like that, you know, think of them at that moment when you're doing something that they like to do or something once they're gone. So you turn it into a positive and don't keep the negative that the other people put on to their family and friends, you know. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Kiani?
Everybody, send love to the Hall family. God is good. Bless his soul wherever he's at. God bless the family. And send love to everybody. Amen.
Amen. Louisa?
I just want to send my deepest condolences, also prayers and hugs and clarity and understanding, because this is a time of confusion, you know. So I just want to send everything that they need that we cannot physically give them, but we can send that spirit to them, as well as you and your other family.
That's right. Booba Cow.
I didn't really hear what happened, but it sounded like somebody died, and it's a terrible thing. It sounded like a young man lost his life. So it's always a terrible thing. My condolences to the family, and you know, I hope God help you heal.
Thank y'all. All I gotta say is amen. I ain't got nothing to say. I agree with and thank everybody. And it goes out to the family. I love y'all. Tomorrow, Tall Tale Thursday.
Oh, that's the music.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I can't.
All right, everybody, peace out. Again, all these ladies,
Why the fuck would I wanna go there?
All right.
Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from Wildland.
Wonderful Wednesday, y'all. Treat people the way you wish to be treated. And if you don't know how to be treated, go read about it and pray about it.
Yep.
Swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fish. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me today. I start touring. Shit be on my
Jojo, call my brother.
I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path. I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast. I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble. Told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up. Swear I be needing me time.